What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Any Sport. Today we're looking at 5 MLS players who need a breakout season in 2021. First up, Ezequiel Barco. The Atlanta United attacker started like a house on fire to help the team win their first 2 games of 2020, and it looked like his star was finally on the rise. Then the season press paused, and Barco was never quite the same when it resumed. It wasn't for lack of trying, but he slumped with the rest of the 5 stripes, picking up a pair of stray helpers as they went 1, 10, and 2 in the last 13 outings of the year. It can be easy to forget he's still just 21 years old, but the wait for his true breakout season continues. With Josef Martinez set to return and new weapons ready for their first full season in Atlanta, 2021 would be a great time for it. Next up, Steve Birnbaum. It's true that injuries cost the DC United skipper a large portion of the 2020 season, and he also clearly wasn't his usual workmanlike self when available. As such, it might seem unfair to include him here. Any way you slice it, there's no avoiding the notion that this team will need Birnbaum back on his A-game if they're going to bounce back from a shoddy campaign that saw the defense devolve from being the stingiest in the East in 2019 to the second most generous last year. Next up, Edison Flores. By now, you surely noticed that we rightfully could have put together a deep list populated solely by DC United players. No team has more impact players performing well below a previously set individual standard. As the only one of that group new to the MLS, it makes sense that Flores would need some time to adapt. How much time will he need was a surprise. The black and red expected supplemental offensive and general havoc wrecking around the box from a designated player coming off 2 solid Liga MX seasons. Instead, they just got 3 helpers in 872 minutes and a lot of poor final third execution. Next up, Javier Hernandez. And now we've arrived at the most obvious no-brainer pick. He was obviously started for service, but let's not absolve him completely for the wretched return of 2 goals in 759 minutes. Yikes. His link play was pretty disappointing, his runs were a bit less sharp than usual, and his targeting system seems to have been on the fritz. Hernandez only managed to put up 28% of his shot attempts on frame when his career average was close to 50% prior to the season. In part because of this, he put just 0.6 shots per game on target, which is right at 40% of his usual rate. This is all from a guy who is brought in to replace Zatin's star power, and at least a good portion of his production. Take 2 begins in April. Next up, Ola Kamara. Coming into his last season, the DC United striker had racked up 52 goals in just 101 total MLS games. Kamara was consistently money in the bank, even when the Galaxy pushed him out of position to make room for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. That goal security went out the window in 2020, with the 31-year-old netting but 4 times in 1327 league minutes. That equation left him getting just 0.55 shots per game on goal, which was less than half his career MLS rate. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video of 5 MLS players who need a breakout season in 2021. If you guys enjoyed, do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below which player really needs it the most. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.